come. The top two seeds in the college football playoff have arrived for their championship moment. Two teams that have essentially been on a collision course for months. They had high expectations, high pressure, but they met those challenges. Now, which side will go home fulfilling their ultimate dream here tonight? Welcome, everyone, to NRG Stadium, home of the Texans here in Houston, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. This football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. Out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. They stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down after the incompletion. They'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Throwing off play action. The pass is off target again. Hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You could really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
They're going to run it here. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Beavers churn out another first down. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Play action fake, looking to throw. Buying time, moving to his left. And he slings it deep back to the left side. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Now, this This just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
They stop him right at the 24.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Dropping back, it's Williams. The pocket breaking down. Here's a target, and it's complete. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
They'll try the ground game here with running back.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And here's the handoff. Gets the first and still running. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check it out. Here we go, 7th play of this drive in the championship game. 3rd down and short. Looking to throw. It's Williams. Pass caught. They make the stop, but it'll be 1st and 10 now from the 18. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Championship game, 10th play of the drive coming up. They face 3rd down and short. On the move now. On the move, but can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw it. He's got it near the end zone. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that 1st down.
The tied offense line up here on 1st and goal. They keep him off balance with a run. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense. It's QB sneak. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They strike first in this national title bout. So a long, methodical scoring drive, great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Offense trots back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Moves the ball up to the 30.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it second and medium. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Sticking with the running game. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. That run sets up a critical third down play. They'll try to run for the first down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The Beavers will come to the line on fourth down, looking to keep the drive going. And he's throwing for it on fourth down, looking for his back. Good catch made on the sideline. That's enough for a first down.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this fourth down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that first down.
Looking to throw. It's Fowler. Defense is coming after him. And the ball is picked off. He could go across the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown! The defense comes up huge in this championship game. Listen to the crowd.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw it. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a third down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half. With the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important third down to try to convert here.
And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
And the Beavers starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
Fourth down conversions through the air like this are always a huge sigh of relief, not only for the quarterback who's battling nerves, but the receiver as well.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series, almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. To throw, it's Fowler. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass rush gets home.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
Bringing pressure. Contact as he threw it. The pass is intercepted. Could take it all the way. Past the 20. Touchdown, tied. A defensive score in the title game, and this place is coming unhinged.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Oregon State's offense back out on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. He's looking deep here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
And it falls incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the 2nd sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
So here they come on 4th and long. Giving up that sack earlier has made this a huge challenge. And it's called in. Catch made way downfield. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the first down. That's exactly what he was able to do.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Trying for a 4th down completion. He escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. A game makes it second and medium. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. They'll run it here. Fighting off the defender. Tackle, but forced down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Back to throw. It's Williams. Catch made on the out route. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line. A loss of 4. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
This offense has already failed on 5 fourth down attempts. They're going to go for number 6 right here. He's looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Handoff here from the shotgun.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And the margin remains 24, still a 3-score game.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker. He just misses it, and the ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Boy, this defense is having a game. So much pressure, so many sacks already. We're not even to halftime. The offense better do a better job of protecting, and I think the offensive coordinator needs to make some adjustments in his pass pro to give this quarterback a chance.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Beavers will kick this away to get the second half going. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in the rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game. So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Defense stuffs him right there. No gain. Fourth down coming up.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got fourth and inches.
Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Alabama now operating in the red zone. The defense showing blitz here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here we go. Seventh play of this drive in the championship game. Third down and short. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Headed for the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Alabama. Kicking team on now for the extra point.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
31, trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. offense will keep it on the ground here. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Running through the tackle. And the Beavers pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Fowler. Catch made on the left side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Second down after that completion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The Beavers keep the football on the move.
What a gutsy call there on 4th down with the RPO. The quarterback deserves all the credit. He didn't pick up the first down, but he did a good job of reading his key to indicate.
Breaks into the clear. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against a pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Touchdown, Oregon State, as they answer with their first score of this title game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Looking downfield, it's Fowler. And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And there's the handoff. And they finally stopped it, but a decent gain that time.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
They finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Offense facing second and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get...
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This offense really clicking.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Automatic in the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Oregon State's offense back out on the field now. They're going to run it. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
To throw, it's Fowler. Looking to scramble. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Man, even outside of the pocket, this quarterback's having trouble finding guys downfield. They are in desperation mode right now and still can't seem to get it together.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. He's running out of time here. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the fourth quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Too much on that throw.
Well, this defensive plan has been masterful today for this defensive coordinator. Good job of attacking the quarterback, whether he's inside the pocket, chasing him to the outside, and on the back end, they are locked into tight coverage, not giving his quarterback any options at all. It's no wonder they're winning by so much.
It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24. And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. The receiver grabs it. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Offense self-destructing. Penalty makes it 1st and 20. It's an out route. The catch made. He's swarmed by the defense.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. QB to the tight end for a completion. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. Grinding away on the ground. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. He'll hand it off. As the first down is still going. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. After a first down loss at second and long from their 25. The back's got it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And he's got it again. Fights through the tackler. Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear. The 30. At the 20. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to third down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. You got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. The junior able to bring him down quickly. They've moved it to the 3. Now it's third and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. What an emphatic